What up, y'all? Welcome back to Not For The Chat. How you feeling? Friday. It's a good day.
We record every Friday, so yeah, I feel good. I feel good.
It's a good Friday.
No, we don't record every Friday.
Well,
we do, but
it's our designated day for recording, but it doesn't mean
it's
happens.
Our day. Yeah.
Night. He doesn't give me the whole day.
No, I don't. I get whatever he wants to give me. Sounds.
I work on Fridays. You sometimes
work on Fridays.
That is true. Yeah, but you always get off before. Anyway, today's a good day. I think it's a good day. I believe it's a good day, and I think we should be having a good conversation.
Oh, just be grateful or something. Should be grateful to be alive, you know?
That too. It's a blessing.
It's always a blessing.
To wake up. Okay. All right. Show the camera what you just did.
No, just kidding.
Oh,
he's
he's in
funny. A little funny.
He's
Serious.
in a mood. He's in a mood. I don't know. We're gonna be doing the same thing we did last week. Just having a little conversation.
Yes, we are.
I don't know why I keep touching it, but I like the
head.
I like when all the fibers go the same way, so it doesn't have that weird. You know what I'm saying? So I keep doing slight tism or
Autism.
OCD moment.
Stimming.
Yeah, and it feels nice. Anywho,
let's get into it.
yeah, let's just get right into it. The overall topic here is the rat race. Everyone's in a race, but nobody agrees on the finish line. That's kind of the overall topic, and I think it'll be a nice little thing to get into. Hear our opinions, our thoughts, our concerns, maybe, or maybe just a couple funnies.
No, yeah, I think so. I mean, this is a serious meet, you know. And today we're gonna be talking about comparing timelines, right? Today's topic.
Dude, you code switching mid video is crazy.
It's the Gemini in me. She's like, "Hey, Patricia." You seen that?
Split?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love those. Are good movies. Those are actually based on comics. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That are like. Anyway.
Yeah. So you killed the funny by trying to explain.
No, that was good.
I know.
Patricia, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's good. I kind of want to watch the movies.
You always want to watch something while we're recording.
Yeah, that's okay.
You guys want to have a watch party?
Yeah. Speaking of, he spoke of watching Naruto.
I might start it. Yes.
That'd be dope.
I haven't watched it. My bad. I'm sorry. I have a life.
I said I would watch it with him.
You're gonna watch something with everyone.
You're right. I'm down. Let's just have a watch party here. We can all watch it together. I'll rewatch the entire anime.
Again, we just went.
Anyway, yeah, we did. So it is my fault. It is usually my fault. I do that often. Comparing timelines.
Do you do that?
Compare timelines? Mm-hmm. I'm sure I do. Probably did more so before. Now I just feel like I should speed things up for myself, like certain things, or slow them down, however I kind of view it. But I am more self-aware now, and like I kind of accept certain things as either they're inevitable, and now I have to make things work as they are in my life currently. But for sure, back in the day, I compared all the time.
Yeah.
So, like I'm the third. I'm one of three. I'm the youngest sibling, and both my siblings got married and had kids in their 20s and stuff like that, and I'm in my 30s. So like, even if it's just as simple as that.
Damn.
Yeah. Even if it's as simple as that, yes, I've compared timelines. You know what I mean?
I think also doesn't really help with social media, right? A lot.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? That But I think yeah, when I was younger, I think I did it too. I don't know if I do it so much now.
It's different now.
Yeah, it's different now. But yeah, I think when I was younger, I did it. Obviously, you want the nice things you see people having, nice cars, nice, trips and all that stuff. When I was younger, I
Yeah.
used to do all that shit. Now I'm just like, don't really care. I kind of like learned how to like work within my own means, and it's just one of those that, yeah, I can see where people are like, oh, they're 25 and look at all the shit that they're doing. And like, fuck, I'm about to be 25, tomorrow or that type of shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, look what I'm doing. And it's just like, oh fuck. But I feel like uh, if that motivates you to be better and to do better, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you wanna, oh, want to have this nice car, by the time I'm 25. If that's your goal, that's fine. Like work towards it, right? Like, but don't try to live their life that they're living, because you kind of have to live within your own means, right? Because sometimes you can be disappointed if you don't make it or whatever.
I think it's a comparison aspect. If you're doing it for you, yeah. But if we're dialing in the actual comparing, then I mean, I guess that's just like the old saying, like keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing. Like they do this, I should be doing this, that, and the other thing. And social media obviously 100% doesn't help, because people sit there and compare lives, not just timelines.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's almost, and on social media you can like exemplify or like just highlight all the good stuff. And in your 20s and things like that, it's very easy to be wrapped up in the now, like what's happening, right? Like FOMO is like a huge thing
Yeah.
in that thought process. But as you get older, you're saying like the trips and all that. When you get older, you, for the most part, you manage things better and you have more means. So then you can go on those trips. You can
Well,
go on
yeah,
those
you
trips,
can do that.
but the things that you want to do, because then at that point you're not like really keeping up or like comparing timelines. But as you mature and progress in career or whatever, restarting, it doesn't even matter. You get to choose those things, and then those trips and stuff come to you as the things you want to do or with the people you want to. So it's not so much comparing anymore as much as like, now I have the means to do this. Let me do this instead of.
But you know what also sucks too? Like, especially with, I'm pretty sure a lot of cultures the same way, but, oh, did you hear that your cousin, blah, 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 he's already doing this? And like, cool, appreciate that. Things, that's what I needed today, right? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, did you see that your sister's doing that? You're like, okay, yeah, sure, I see that they're doing that.
Right.
And you're just like, okay. And then you kind of start like, trying to prove other people wrong is just kind of like, not wrong, but like, that you can do it too can sometimes be kind of bad too. If because you can burn yourself out, I think, like, or
Yeah.
if you don't put that, like, if you don't make that change in your life where so I have to be like them because my aunt, my mom, my grandma, somebody's comparing me to those other people, and it's just like, maybe they mean well, but the way it comes off, it's just like, all right, if you're not that type of person that's like takes criticism like that, right?
Yeah.
It's just, it can pretty much bring you down. But I'm pretty sure they don't bring it up as to hurt you. Like 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to motivate you, but I don't think that's the right way.
Yeah, it doesn't always work that way. And that's just like pressure, and creates this like pressure to make it happen quickly and early. So like having that pressure on ourselves, or like getting forced upon us in a way, even if it's not like intentional, making it early is kind of like, or making things happen early in life. Like I was saying with my brother and sister, they did that earlier. And like, I think when it comes to my friend group and what we were kind of, our talks was like making big jumps early, like making things happen as far as like lucrative, financial, and not so much like the whole making a home and things like that. But I was around people that were making, like, doing their own businesses and things like that. My brother-in-law did his own business and created a family all at the same time.
Yeah.
And I mean, the pressure and stuff like that, I'm sure was, I mean, good job, right?
No,
Like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I was around people like that, but then at the same time, I didn't grasp like everything he was doing, because I also had my friend group who were like, oh, we were young, dumb,
Yeah.
and like just doing our thing. But there's always that pressure to make something happen, right?
Yeah, another point, kind of like that too, that I've noticed too, and especially with the Hispanic Mexican culture, is with the women, and it's just more of like, when are you gonna have kids?
Right.
When are you gonna get married? That type of deal,
Yeah.
right? Especially with the kids part, and it's just like, I feel like sometimes they don't know, like, if the women can get pregnant right away, if they're having difficulties, if it's,
Oh, I
a lot of the
understand.
thing, and they're like, oh, they bring it up, and they're just like, well, I don't want to be mean to, my mom, my grandma, my aunt, whatever it is, right? And it's just like, oh, when are you gonna get pregnant? Oh, did you see your cousin, blah blah blah, is already having a
Yeah.
third baby? And then like, when am I gonna have mine? And then they have to play it out like, oh, soon, because
They're having internal issues or
Yeah.
like some kind of medical
or
or
like they
whatever
don't
it
want to
could
be mean to whoever's asking, so they kind of
Right.
brush it off. But like those type of make-its, I think it's like really big in our
So it's
in our
emotional
culture.
in multiple ways too, though. It could like emotionally
yeah.
damage, because like you're trying and trying and trying.
Yeah.
Like there's ways to look at it, right? Different ways. You're trying
Yeah.
and trying and trying, and then it's like can't even produce what you're looking for, like results that you're looking for. But then you're getting that pressure from the family as well.
Exactly.
Sheesh. Yeah.
That's a big one. So like, yeah,
I'm sure
I
that's-
see that a lot.
Still.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the Mexican cultures.
No, like even now with people around that you're around and things like that,
well,
or more so
kinda
earlier.
but at the same
Earlier.
time, it's like if you go to a baby shower and it's just like the one person that's like over 28 to like let's say 40, and then they haven't had the kid yet, and it's just like, oh, when are you gonna have your kid? Like, oh, look, they're at a baby shower. Like, oh, are you guys snacks? And then it's like, one little comment can like throw them off, because it's not like I don't want to, just like I've been trying, but they don't want to express all that and
Yeah.
then put all their business out there.
And then they break
And-
down at a baby shower.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things. So I felt that,
Emotional-
but
yeah, emotional beings, just in general, though, like just having that, just being able to be like in that space and then not react, that's pretty legit. If you ask me, like you can like grit your teeth and like bite it, you know what I'm saying, bite your tongue.
Yeah, but at
then
the
like
same
they
time-
leave and then they just break down at home.
Exactly. Or
It's just like
and now you're mad at that person,
Yeah.
and then, because a lot
it
of
creates
times
that
older people, like older Mexican people, they don't have filters, right? Because that's how
Yeah.
they were raised, and like it sucks. But yeah, no, I think that's crazy, and like I don't know if like because the older women like they define like winning like as having like a big family, like kids and stuff like that. But now the newer culture is like, no, if I'm a boss person, if I
Yeah.
can, that's what they define as winning, right? So it's funny how like it's moved around, right? Like
Yeah.
older is like, no, you're supposed to be a stay-at-home mom and take care of the kids and all that crap, right?
Yeah.
And now the new generation is like, no, fuck all that. I don't need no man. Like I'm gonna do it bad by myself,
Right.
Like there's more. There's a shift. And like
huge shift.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. And even in my mind,
Yeah,
like,
there's still both out there.
It's been a huge shift in my mind as
Yeah.
well, though, because when I was younger, I was like,
You wanna be
oh,
a bad bitch?
I want it. I'm always a bad bitch. You feel me?
All right.
But like, I figured that like in my 20s I'd have kids and things like that, and then by a certain time I'd even adopt. Like that was like a huge thought process in my head. I had talked about adoption for a long time. Still would, but I'm saying in my head I thought in my 20s that I'd have a child and be married, this, that, and the other thing, that kind of what's called. But I also thought I would be fucking like making millions at this point.
It's funny, right? Because you think like, oh, like as a man, it's like form your family, make money. That's kind
Yeah.
of like the foundation that's put into us, right? That's where we grow up. It's like protect your family, build a family, and make sure you make a lot of money. Right?
Yeah.
Well, Mexicans, they took that and then they make one family and then they make another family. And they just keep making families.
That's crazy statement.
I miss my dad. Nah, I still see my dad. My dad's cool.
Big house, little house.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's just one of those things, right? It's just like, yeah, I don't know. Winning to some people, it's like having a lot of money. Like, that's the
Yeah.
winning. And it's just like, okay. But then to some people, it's like, no, I just wanted to form a family. Like, I just want my family. And that's, like, honestly, when I was younger, I wanted to have a kid. Like, I wanted
Yeah.
to. You know what I'm saying? That was my biggest thing. And, like, I got my kid.
yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah. Maybe it wasn't the best way to do it.
But you grew into it too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your dad,
you have to.
yeah.
But like you actually like you matured through it, and now you have like a beautiful. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
the thing
Like,
is, I wanted to be on 16 and pregnant, and that's why I did it. And
this dude is a fuck. He's such a fool.
well, because you know, I lost my Jersey Shore one, and then I was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna make that one. So I'm like 16 and pregnant. I don't
He said,
think
"I want to be a
Jackass was.
meatball." I want to be a meatball. And no, but for real, like I think now though it shifted a lot because like in my 20s and things like that, that's what I wanted. But now I'm actually kind of happy. Like I can only take what I got. What I mean is like now that I'm in the position I am, I've matured and now I have the tools to give my potential child an even better life and an even better mature understanding of how I can raise that child. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like now that I've waited.
Yes, because I think for us, we had to learn with my oldest daughter how to become parents.
Yeah.
And it sucks, right? Because maybe she got really loving moments, but then she got like really,
Yeah.
fuck the moments where
Difficult,
like,
yeah.
because
Because you were also
like young
maturing.
enough.
Yeah, yeah. You
so
were
I wasn't
also
like
growing.
Exactly. So it was one of those things, right? And it's just like, oh, fuck.
That's what I was trying to say. But
Yeah.
it's also like a beautiful thing because that's what I was trying to say. Like you've created something here, right? Like
It doesn't
you've
always
done-
work like that, right? Some people just kind of
Exactly.
like, leave and
or they
whatever
can
it is.
break.
Exactly.
It can break them.
Oh yeah. So I think this one worked out.
Yeah. Good job.
This one worked out. It's not always the same case. I had a lot of friends, that, for whatever reason they just not liked each other, or
Yeah.
and they just kind of went their
Yeah.
separate ways. But
And that's life.
yeah, but it's just kind of like tough for everybody, right? It's just like I don't think everybody. I don't know. It's just like winning. Like it's fucked up because before I used to make way less money, and I kind of make maybe double the money that I used to make.
Uh-huh.
And it's always like, well, now am I winning now? Is it like, is this the end, or like? But then I want to make more money, so you're never gonna be like,
You want to make more money, but like, is it to the point where
I don't know.
it's-
I don't know what's enough. You know what I'm saying? What's enough?
what's measured can be, if you how are we gonna get into finances right now? Probably not.
No, we're not gonna know.
But-
But I'm just saying, like, we can use like high numbers, right? Let's say like, if you make 100,000, is that enough?
Probably not.
or
Actually,
you-
I just read something that was like somebody that wants to purchase a home in 2026 in our area has to make 111 plus.
Okay.
So I guess that could be household, but I was assuming that it would be like you can also look at it as like a person if they're looking to buy a home.
Yeah.
It would be around that to be comfortable.
No, but
I
I'm
believe.
saying like just in general, like let's say you and your partner, like you make 100 and she makes 50, or vice versa. She makes 100, you make 50. Let's say whatever you
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
want to put it, right? You know what I'm saying? And you need 110 to buy a house, right? So, were you guys making 100 and then she makes 50, or vice versa? Is that enough? Or are you guys gonna strive for more and then more and more? Like, is the goal like, well, if we can make at least 200, we can live more comfortable, right? And you're like, yeah.
Well, I
or
have a number
we
in my
can
head.
buy a different house, right? Because now you start
Yeah.
making more, and now you have a little more cash. to
Oh, I
kinda, you know what I'm saying?
understand
And
you
it's
mean.
like, oh, okay,
Living above your means or below your means, but that's a whole financial thought process.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But when is enough enough?
Well, okay. So the rat race. When is the race over?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can say like before I was like,
People-
let's say I was making $12 an hour, right? Let's say when I first like started working, right?
Okay.
And it's like, oh man, if I can make like 15, I think I should be better, right?
Decent.
And then you're like, okay, I make 15, right? And it's like,
Now inflation hits.
oh, yeah, inflation hits, right? You're like, oh, man, if I can get me a job that at least makes $20 an hour,
Yeah.
I think I should be good. And then you get it and you're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm like, oh, let me make 25. And you make 25 and you're like, yeah, it's still not enough. And it's never enough. Obviously, inflation and everything goes up and blah, 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 whatever you want to call it. But it's just like, what number is it where you can measure, you're like, okay, if I hit this number, I should be fine.
It also depends on how you set shit up, but like, then gets to the point where like, if is 2 jobs a waste of your time, or like taking all your time, is this for a season or for a lifetime? And then the thought process of like, what are you really striving for at that point? Where do you really want to prioritize your time, money, and things like that? It's just a whole thing, and I guess it's different per person. I guess it's all like
at the end of the day, I feel like life is not really like a race, right? Like in general, like I don't think it's a race.
Okay.
I think we make it into a race,
yeah,
right? Because everything's like, okay, I need to graduate college by, in my early 20s, right? And then after that, I gotta find me a nice paying job. And then once I find my nice paying job, I have to buy a house, and but before the age of 30, I have to have like a family and everything. And it's just like,
yeah.
no, relax. Like, if that motivates you, go ahead.
Yeah.
Right? If you need that, that's fine. But that's a motivation. Don't put it as like, if I don't hit it,
It's a staple. It's like a standard. Or
like
staple.
my life it's worthless, right? No, it's like, relax, breathe. It's okay to have goals, but you can extend some of those goals sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Because to make a baby, you need to have a person, right? And then the way
A person that you want to keep around, ideally.
exactly, not just the baby, or you
Yeah.
can pay somebody or surrogate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
I mean, you could.
You could. If, obviously,
That's your goal.
yeah, right? Because you're like, I've tried dating man and
They ain't,
they ain't
shit.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, yeah, it's
That's real.
It's simple, right?
Or vice versa.
No. I don't support this. This behavior, manly behavior, I don't support this.
Oh. Okay.
Just because you're gay doesn't mean you can get away with shit. No, but the thing is, like, I'm trying to say is like,
Both in relationship.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, no, you can just, do whatever you want to do. And sorry, some technical difficulties happened. We're back here again. But yeah, we're just kind of elaborating a little bit as like, what do you think about life? Is it a race? Are we making it a race? Just one of those things that, it is like, we're making it in a race, I guess, in our head, and we shouldn't, right? Because if you need that as like motivation to succeed, like that's fine. But if you're gonna use that, and if you don't hit some of your goals, and it's gonna make you feel like crap, if you're just gonna go down a rabbit hole where it's just gonna, destroy you in a sense, it's like, no, you can extend some of these goals, but I don't know. I would say enjoy life. We get so stressed out with
Yeah, this isn't
trying
even
to-
some like. If you In Time, you've seen In Time, Justin Timberlake, where they have the minutes and hours and days.
Yeah. Well, he travels from like
Yeah, he goes to this different
Yeah, so he goes to,
cities
like,
or the
yeah.
sections of the city or whatever.
yeah.
But like that's not. It is, but isn't in a way like that, right? It's not really a race, but I think we all have our own, timeline in a way that we don't know about. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know this, that, the other thing. But at the same time, the unknown is kind of like a beautiful thing, because that means you can live your life without any kind of like. We all have that weight that we put upon ourselves and stuff like that. But racing to a specific thing with motivation and
Why?
bruh,
Why?
with your motivation and determination to get to specific things, because I have huge goals, right? I have a number in my head that I want to reach, because I know then I will be perfectly fine throughout, and my family will be perfectly fine throughout the rest of my life, whether I am around or not, right?
What would happen if you don't reach that number?
That specific number?
Yeah.
What would happen? Mm-hmm. They'll have to figure it out. Like, we'll all have to figure it out. No matter
That's what
what.
I'm
Like,
saying.
at the end of the day, like, it's your life is on you.
Let's
right?
say
It's not
let's say your number's
my-
$250,000, right? Like let's say that's your number, right? That's the number that you're thinking about. Let's
Okay.
just say
Yeah.
for shits and giggles, right? Say you're $50,000 short, but you made 200. Is that still a good number for you?
Is it still a good number?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than what I don't have. Like, it's better than
I'm not saying
100,000.
that's your goal, but I'm saying is that a good number for you? Like, is that a good like if your goal is, you know, if you meet if you meet 80% of your goal, is that still a good, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Goal.
as long as I've exhausted myself to my fullest, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a great goal. I think it's a great number.
Okay, no, that's what I'm saying,
Like,
right?
the thing is, if I've exhausted everything to meet a goal,
Yeah.
and I miss that goal, I can only take what I've got. You know what I'm saying? I've earned that 80%. Do you know what I mean?
No, I
gotta
get you.
I
You
gotta
earn
take
whatever you make,
that. I gotta
right?
take that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
And I
even
gotta-
if you do 75%, is that a good thing for you, or is that you view it as a failure?
It is a failure. 100%.
Is that how you view it? Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
it's a failure, but I can still be happy in my failure. I can fail and still be happy.
That's interesting. Because I would say if you hit 75 of your goal, I think that's still a
Like,
good amount
Right.
that you made. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
still feel like you fell a little short. Also depends what kind of goals you make, right? Like if your goal is 100,000 and you make 75, okay, cool. But I think like if you fail at like my goal is 1,000,000 and you fail at 750,000, then that's still a good. You know what I'm saying? Depends. If your goal is $50,000 a year and it's just like okay, then that's not really a good goal, right? It's a decent goal, but I'm just saying like you don't want to get stuck there for the next 10 years at 50.
Right.
Especially depending on your age, right? Like, so you're 25. Do you want to get stuck making $50,000 a year, especially in this economy?
Also, it depends on how you live. There's a lot of variables. I understand where
That's
you're coming from, though. And yeah, no, obviously there has to be some kind of growth and
Yeah,
like
you wanna-
progression.
Yeah.
You don't want to stay at the same thing forever and a day. Now, I also believe that if you stay at that, are you also gaining more knowledge and education and experience and this, that, and the other thing? Those all are still, in my head, valuable.
And these are like when I'm talking about like that 50,000. I'm talking about men, right? Like this is what I see as men. Like men, usually you're supposed to like go out there and make shit ton of money. Women too and stuff like that. But I'm just saying the way we are kind of wired is like go and get more, go do more, go excel at this stuff. You know, it's like that's usually how we're wired. Even if you sell drugs and shit, you want to make more money, you get a bigger cut out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you still want to strive for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you still, you know what I'm saying? Keep a little bit more to yourself, and whatever it is, right? It's like you still want to strive for something else, right? And like, shit, I'm with you here. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
I also think there's a when you talk about making more and earning more and things like that, I also believe that there is a level that we would like to meet, because I would never want to become
Obsessed by making money.
undesirable from my significant other, or like I'm not, what's the word I'm looking for? Starts with a A, I believe.
Attractive.
Sure, that's one way to put it. But I always want to be like, my utility has value to what I'm able to give, always has value. My utility in life,
Okay.
the way I can make money, the way that I can build things, the way I can create this, that, and the other thing is a utility that I think is valuable to myself, my partner, my family, this, that, and the other thing. And workplaces. Your utility is how you make money. Do you know what I mean? So I would never want to be undesirable in that aspect. And a lot of times money flows with that.
It's
It's in unison with that.
Yeah, another way I was like looking at it too, it was like I seen it on a reel somewhere on TikTok or Instagram, right? Where it was like some guy went up to a random person. It's like, oh well, if I say tomorrow I can give you $10 million, right? Will you take them? The person said, yeah. Right? Yeah. Is it okay? But if I told you, fine, I'll give you $10 million, but that means you'll die tomorrow. I'll give you 10 million today, but you'll die tomorrow. Will you still take those $10 million?
No.
Okay, so
Right.
then you look at the value of your life. Your life is worth more than $10 million.
Yeah.
That type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Time.
understand. Yes, your time is your worth. Like
Yeah.
whatever you do with that, it's kind of
So the earlier the better as well.
earlier. What you die?
No, the earlier the earlier you do things, you take action, the quicker you create something of yourself and of your life and things like that, it helps.
And it's okay to be stuck, but it just
Yeah.
like depends what the period is to kind of keep moving. It's even if you're moving, but like even if it's slowly, try to like just little by little. I know sometimes it's hard. It's easier for me to say like, oh, we'll just try something else, and it's just like what? Well, something else, right? If I don't get, I can say, well, just make more money, right? And it's just like, well, how? And it's just like if I don't give you something, then it's kind of dumb for me to say like, oh, just make more money. I need to give you something. If I'm going to be putting my 2 cents in your life,
Yeah.
I need to give you a resource or some type of guidance for you to make that change. And
Yeah.
that's the thing where a lot of people kind of fall off because it's like, you just need to make more money. And it's like, yeah, I get it, but that's what I'm struggling with, right? And then some people, it's easy because, well, yeah, you can just, do Uber Eats or, Amazon or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to do that because what if I get stuck there?
Yeah.
So it just,
we went into this whole financial tangent, which is fine. And I think like when we're talking about finish lines and stuff like that, I want to take what you said though, like, and what I said when it comes to like where we're at. I think our value is what we've already learned, and then we can implement that into making more money and learning more. Okay. And I think where people have an advantage that are younger than us is time. We
Yeah.
still have time.
Yeah,
But I'm
no.
saying like that,
Oh, yeah.
that
Yeah,
advantage
that
that you
makes sense.
have when you're in your teens and your 20s and stuff like that, that advantage you have is time and lack of responsibility. You have very little responsibility when you're in your 18s, 20s and things like that. Unless, things, obviously there's
yeah.
unicorns and specific situations where that's not the case. But usually you don't have kids and a house and things like that. The time that you have to put forward toward things is immensely more than, say, a 35-year-old with 3 kids and whoa. I'm not a older person with kids, a mortgage, all these things. Now that time is significantly less and the responsibility is immensely more. That's what I'm trying to say. So your time is what you have. Now use that time and things like that to make money, to create, to get skills, learn skills and things like that too.
Yeah, because at the end, you don't want to get to a point where you're like 34, right? And
I wasn't talking about you. It
No,
just
me
ended
either.
up
Me
being,
either. Me
It
either.
ended up being that. I was like, wait.
no, me either. No. If
That's
you're
funny.
34 and then you know what I'm saying?
Or you can, yeah.
No, but my point, what I was trying to get at is like, even if you don't make money, knowledge is a really good source. That's,
Yes.
that's what I was trying to get at,
And
right
that's-
before I got cut off. No, I was just saying like, you don't have to like, it could be like I said, it could be as just learn something, right? Just it doesn't have to be something that's gonna be really successful, but it's just something that's gonna maybe get your brain moving a little bit, and just it's I don't know, build a Lego set, and like maybe while you're building it, you're like you think of something else, you're like, oh crap, that makes sense, or whatever the case may be, just you find a new passion in something else, and that just leads you to something nice. And like I said, stop looking at other people, look within yourself,
Yeah.
see what you like, work on yourself, and then just put that person out there without having to, look at somebody else and be like, well, my neighbor has a really nice car and is doing all these things. And it's like, oh, you beat yourself down. Like, no, just, it's okay. Relax, breathe, and
Yeah.
just enjoy life. Like, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because, time goes by really fast.
Yeah.
It's just
And
like,
it goes by quicker as you get older.
Exactly.
It feels like.
No, it is. As you get like a 35-year-old with 3 kids, like it's just, your life just starts,
Flashing before your eyes.
No, honestly, like when, like I remember, my daughter being so small, and now like she's almost out of high school, and I'm like, God damn, where'd time
Yeah.
go? And it's just like, okay, okay, we're here now. And then you start trying to, enjoy some of those moments a little bit more and trying to be around them more. So it's just I'm saying, enjoy your life. You'll be okay.
Back to the point, is life even a race? I think, depending on it just really depends on how you look at it. I will say life is a race, but your own race. You're not racing against other people. You're racing against you and your time and
Your own goals.
your own, yeah, exactly, your own priorities.
Life could be a
goals.
race if that's what you want to make it.
Right.
Life is what you want to make it, honestly.
It really is. And there's always more that could be done. But again, keep it within your scope of what you want to create with it. Doesn't have to be this like he was talking about, my neighbor's got this car, this, that, and the other thing. What you want and what you actually desire. And this might be hard for some people to actually hone in on that, to really have the insight and that internal like dialogue with self to create and know that like this is what I desire. And it'll always change. It'll always change. Things change all the time. Not everything changes, but I'm saying that goal, that priority and things like that, it'll change, but be true to yourself. Go after what you want. The race is your own. You don't have to race against other people unless you're literally an athlete and you have to race against other people. Then make it happen. Be the best.
Also,
Hopefully.
life is a bitch.
Life
So-
is a highway. No.
I said a bitch.
Yeah. Life is
Life's a bitch. So, you know what? Just take it head on.
I
and
thought he was gonna go Lil Wayne.
What
Lyrics.
bar?
Life is a bitch. Life is a bitch. Family picture. What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Death is his sister.
Oh,
Fuck the family
is that
picture.
6 foot?
Yeah,
7
but what
foot?
is the
Life?
But what's the bar?
Oh my
Now you got
god!
me.
Yeah, now
Life is
you
a
got
bitch.
okay. He
Death
was
is
actually
a
going into
sister.
something.
Blank is the cousin of fuck the family picture. I can't even
Yeah.
think what it is.
Like,
But
if
I
you don't
was-
have-
I was
yeah,
right.
He was onto something. Yeah.
And we both.
Yeah, and we're both old and. Actually,
like
it was his
Lil Wayne?
birthday not too long ago.
Yeah.
So by the time this airs out, if it airs out, it might be like about a week from his birthday. So. Also,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well,
And it's about a month from yours. So
don't
coming
worry
up.
about that.
Coming up.
Also, yeah, just appreciate y'all.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
y'all.
Always
Like, subscribe.
comment, talk to us. We
Yeah.
still want to hear from y'all. Let us know what y'all want to hear.
Let us know what you thought about the live we just did. So, because it's gonna put pressure on us to get the live out. So, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
This might be like 20 minutes, but we did it. Oh, we're 20 minutes. No,
Hey,
but hey,
it'll be
but no,
alive.
appreciate y'all for watching this all the way through. And if we're boring, fuck y'all. And if
That's
you
real.
enjoy it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let us know. Like, honestly, just write something in the comments, like emojis, sign language.
Talk about family affairs. No, just kidding. I don't know. I just
Or maybe a topic you guys want us to touch upon, like if
family affairs.
just
Keep that-
know it. Do you want to tell us something?
No, not me.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sure. I'm
Okay,
good.
I'm just asking. But yeah. Love you. Tell them you love them.
I love you.
I love you. Look at like just like,
Did you guys know that the most divorces that ever happened was over 20? I think it was 26, and it was a Baptist minister.
I read a thing where it was like mostly all women get like the most like the rate up there for divorce.
Divorces.
Yeah, and then like it was men and women, and then all men.
What he's saying is same-sex women is the most divorced unit, and then it's men and women, second most divorced unit, and then it's men and men. Mm-hmm. Which,
So you guys figure out the problem there. That's an equation for you guys to figure out. And If it's not for the chat.
Oh, I didn't have a what's it called ready.
Okay, so you're talking shit about me, not saying if it's not for the chat. Why they have nothing ready for me?
Women the problem, that's a fact.
And this is where it's at.